What's happening, everybody? JayShockblast here, and check it out. We have some new information going on with Marvel Future Fight. As you can see, there's a pre-release event quest going on. Big fun little heroes, get ready for the next update, which I believe is coming a week from yesterday, so Monday. We'll see in just a second here. So, as you can see, something that was talked about in the comment section of my last video, number 109, it looks like that Ultron costume may be coming for Giant Man, which, I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like just keep Ultron, but I get it. So, there's this little mini event going on, which is great. Ant-Man and Wasp content coming soon. So, obviously there's going to be Nadia Pym, and we know that there's going to be something with Ghost as a new character. So lots of stuff coming. So that is that. Now, the one thing that I do want to show as I go through the motions here, we're working on Hyperion right now. They dropped this image yesterday. T3 coming for Ant-Man and Thor. Now, it looks like Thor is going to be there. I believe that's Mjolnir's little icon, and that is the character that I thought that I was most... That was the character I said I would take to Tier 3. So, let's look at this now, and how much gold do I have? Oh, that's going to drain me of my gold. I'm gonna enhance his potential after I prestige another character today. Because as the title suggests, I am prestiging or tier 2ing a character today. I have a couple options. I have Crystal, I have Songbird, and I have Kate Bishop all ready to go. I am actually going to go with Kate Bishop, and if it was based purely off of what I wanted to do based on abilities, I would probably do Crystal right now. But I want to know mentally that I can just apply all of Kate Bishop's biometrics towards other things. I know that might sound like a silly reason to do it, but I mean, that's just how I'm doing it. So we're going to go with Hawkeye Kate Bishop. She's now Tier 2. And probably the last Tier 2 character I'm going to do for a minute until I get, about a week from now, I get that next... Tier 2 ticket. So I think I should be able to make up the gold I need to take Thor to his next enhancement by going through like today by doing whatever I have to do for like co-op and whatever. So this is the character that I said I would take to Tier 3. I wasn't going to really focus on any of these others. But obviously, I'd say it all the time. My dog's name is Thor. I'm obviously a huge Thor fan. So it makes a lot of sense for me to focus on Thor. And we knew that it was coming, We knew that he was going to be a Tier 3 character at some point. Ant-Man, I'm intrigued by. I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, I feel like Ant-Man's an obvious choice. I hope he gets a little bit of a rework because he feels a little weak. As far as the event quest, it's what you would expect. World boss, participate 5 times, timeline battle, dimension rift, story mission, and trivia. You can get your tokens. I already spent my tokens for yesterday. I am not using the tokens on biometrics. I am actually using it first on Norn Stones of Chaos. I think I have 400 right now, so I can get another 80. And then from there, I will probably get the black antimatter, just because it's so valuable, you need it for everything. And then once I've done all that, I'll probably start getting Wasp or Giant Man bios. I mean, whatever. So that's that. There's also this limited event for using crystals. There's no way I'm using 10,000 crystals to get a Mega 6-star ticket, so... I'm out on that. I'm not, honestly, the last like 3 times they've done it, I haven't even come close to that. So, but anyway, let's go back and look at Kate Bishop here. Not really a character that I necessarily was in a hurry to get to tier 2, even though I just was in a hurry to get her to tier 2. But she's good nonetheless. So applies to self critical damage, increased guaranteed crit rate, and increased dodge rate. I obviously haven't invested much in her at all. Actually, I shouldn't be spending any money on any of this. So at this point, you know, you get 6 biometrics for her every single day by doing like Villain Siege. No, that's Villain Secrets. Where's Villain Siege? So you go to Villain Siege. So you get those bios for her, and you know, like let's use her right now. I don't know how powerful she's going to be. I honestly have no idea whether or not this is a character that is necessarily a worthwhile tier 2 candidate. But whatever. I mean, it was one of those 3, and I can live with knowing that every Bishop biometric I get from here on out, unless she ends up getting a costume or uniform, I can live with knowing that I can just go ahead and give them to somebody. I'm going to hold off on giving things to anybody at this point, because obviously I'm going to need them for Thor. It's actually not horrible. I feel like Villain Siege is a good way to judge it in a lot of ways, because I have some characters that are tier 2 or even just 6 stars that I'll try to take into here, and they cannot, they can't win, you know. I struggle to get through it, you know. And that's fine. I mean, I'm not really like concerned about it. It's not that like, it's like they're just not powerful enough to do enough damage, I feel. And so far, Kate Bishop's not one of those characters. I know I haven't really used her a whole lot, so I know I'm probably canceling earlier than people like, and blah 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 blah. I don't care about that stuff. Like, I'm just in it to have a good time. So yeah, so we get the 6 Kate Bishop bios here. So for me, it's just easier to know. I don't have to worry about it anymore. I can just go ahead and cash them in on whoever it may be whenever it comes. We'll do a couple, actually no, let's do a Squirrel Girl battle. Where are we at? Daily mission. Let's go here. Kate Bishop in here. I have all my characters except for Squirrel Girl are now 4 stars or higher. So if we go all the way to the far side, you'll see that Squirrel Girl's 2 stars. I'm not going to touch her for a minute. Everybody is at least 4 stars, mostly 5 stars though, and then 6 stars and whatnot. So we're doing pretty good with the roster. I have actually started going in and getting biometrics for like Volstagg and Lincoln Campbell and characters like that. Not because I love them or anything, but you know, I'm just at that point where those are the characters I can readily get biometrics for. One of the things I do appreciate about the way they're doing the new kind of store, the new Shield Lab store, is I do appreciate that every once in a while I can purchase biometrics for characters that I need them for. It's obviously, you know, chance. You know, it's not like something that it's a scientific thing. But still, you know, every once in a while 40 Whiplash biometrics pop up in the store. So that's definitely nice. I appreciate that. So do one more of these. So I feel like Kate Bishop is actually not that bad. I don't know. I haven't obviously used her in like Shadowland yet, but I think having her at tier 2 is actually pretty solid. I can actually deal with that. Not like I don't think it was like an awful choice. I think obviously out of the 3 I had to pick from, she was probably the worst choice. I would probably think that Crystal would have been the best and Songbird would have been the middle. But you know, for me, both of those characters I have to go out of my way to get biometrics for, and I'm just choosing not to do that. Whereas whereas Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, I'm just getting at least 6 a day. So, I've said that like 4 times now, but I'm just trying to like fill up this space, I suppose. I'll tell you, I think out of all the characters that are like dual characters, where there's like, you know, there's 2 Novas, there's 2,000 Hulks, there's 8,000 Spider-Men, you know, I think out of all those characters, Hawkeye is the one that makes the most sense, and it's kind of the one that I have the least amount of issues with. We're going to do Mutual Enemy, and then we'll end the video. I feel like they told her story well, and they explained how she became Hawkeye well. And, you know, Clint Barton ended up taking on the role of Ronin. And, you know, I'm okay with it. I don't know that I love keeping 2 Hawkeyes. And I never refer to her as Hawkeye personally. I always just call her Kate Bishop. Which isn't very superhero-y. But, still. That's who she is to me. But she's a cool character. I know a lot of people end up really loving, you know, the Hawkeye runs. Matt Fraction, his Hawkeye run. I've read some of it. I don't get it, I guess. I don't get, like, the undying love. Like, I feel like people are like, oh my god, Matt Fraction, Hawkeye. Oh, man, you know? And I think it's okay. I mean, I just don't understand, like, the benevolence behind it. Maybe if you're one of those people that really likes that run, you can certainly let me know. Both of them are doing the whole West Coast Avengers thing now. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, Kate Bishop's not that bad. I'm not too sad about picking her. Like I said, probably would have preferred to pick Crystal, but I'm okay with my decision. So under notice here, prepare for the next update. New events have begun. So this runs until July 2nd at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So I would imagine that... let me look and see what that date is. July 2nd is next Monday. So I would imagine the update would go up, you know, either Tuesday or Wednesday. I feel like they usually do updates on Wednesdays, but I don't know. I don't... If you guys have any more info, certainly feel free to add it in here. But, hey man, we got another Tier 2 character, so I'm pretty happy about that. Can't complain. And it's probably going to be a minute before I can Tier 2 anybody else. I am... Once I get more money... I will, gold I should say, I will go ahead and take him to the next threshold, and obviously when we take Thor to Tier 3 I'm going to make a video for it, which is obviously we're a week away anyway. There's no real rush, we can't do anything with Thor at the moment anyway, and yeah, let's actually see where I stand right now. I mean, that's going to wipe out most of my black antimatter. Let's just pick, you know, Sister Grimm. No, we have to pick somebody else that we can actually Tier 2. So let's find where I put... Oh, that's why. Songbird. So yeah, we need another 600 of the Norn Stones of Chaos. But I have both Songbird and Crystal at exactly 150 biometrics, so they're ready to go. And that is that. So what do you guys think of Ant-Man and Thor going to Tier 3? I'm super pumped. Thor will be my first Tier 3 character. And I don't love this costume, I'm going to be honest. I prefer his Ragnarok costume as far as his skills are concerned. But the one thing I do love about this skill is the Force of the Thunder God. I really do love that power. Like, I think it looks really cool. And the spot that it kind of like portrays from the movie is really, really amazing. So that's the one reason I stick with the costume. I think it might be a little bit stronger than the Ragnarok, but I prefer the skills of the Ragnarok costume. Anyway, hope everybody enjoyed the video. What do you guys think? Thor and Ant-Man Tier 3? We'll see ya.